Hello everyone, welcome to Budget Scenery Workshop. So, as promised, I hit 100 subs recently. I wanted to give it a little bit of time just to make sure they didn't instantly sub and then unsub. But, so, I haven't received many questions, but I thought, I'd go through them anyway. So I've just written them down. They're in no particular order. Unlike the build requests, I haven't put who asked these questions. I will put just a little thank you at the end, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so obviously I just want to say thank you all. 100 subs, that's amazing. I wouldn't think that many people would, sub or even watch these videos, but here we are. Okay, so let's get on with the questions. Okay, question number 1. I probably won't number them all, by the way. Okay, so why did I start crafting budget scenery? I started crafting. It was a little bit before the world went to pot, so it's such. Yeah, so basically I was just at home a lot, didn't have a lot to do. I'd watched pretty much all my movies, and I hadn't crafted any scenery or anything like that in quite a while, so I just got back into it. Why do I upload my videos? Well, personally, I think they're kind of helpful. I don't use anything really that's super expensive. Perhaps the one thing I use that's expensive is the Proxon, but you don't necessarily have to have a Proxon table. If you check out channels like Bard's Craft, he just uses a very sharp knife. Honestly, check out his video. The man's a maniac. He just uses a really sharp knife. It's really cool. Where do I live? I live in England. You might have noticed from the hella sexy accent. But the north of England, market town called Penrith. About 18 miles from Carlisle. No? Okay. Favourite colour? Blue. Any kind of blue, as long as it's, blue. How long does it take me to plan and build my scenery? Now, this all depends on what type of build it is. If it's a build request, I kind of plan it as I pick the name out of the pot, if you've seen those videos. But if it's just something I'm building on the side, like whenever I upload a video that isn't build request videos, that build will be going on for, say a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I like to take my time with those ones. More often than not, they turn out pretty cool. Some of the ones that have been build requests I haven't been happy with. That's why I do revisits or rebuilds on them. So yeah, it depends what I'm building. What's up, dog? Nothing, man. So with you. Do I buy online or support brick and mortar establishments? For some things, I buy on eBay or Amazon. Like if I'm on eBay and I find some, toy parts or broken toys, or just some cool little things that I think I can use to make decent scenery with, or make into scenery, I'll use eBay or Amazon. But for the most part, my crafting supplies, like the bones of the structures, like the foam core board and stuff like that, I will actually buy from local shops, because number one, I don't really have a lot of patience to sit around and wait for, I don't know, a foam core board to arrive in the mail. Plus, it might get damaged. And number two, the shops are like 5 minutes away. It'd just be incredibly lazy if I didn't go down. Do I have a price limit? I do. I'm sure a lot of you get this, but for those of you that don't, the premise of my channel, it's in the name, Budget Scenery Workshop. So I try all my builds, I try and make for as little as possible. That's probably why you'll notice they're not brilliant, but I think for the budget I spend on them, they are very impressive. So a price limit, I definitely won't pay over £5 for like the bones of a structure. Like, so if I can get stuff free, like this yellow, well, it's kind of pink, isn't it? Yeah. This pink XPS foam, I got this in a big 4x8 sheet about 10 years ago, and I did absolutely nothing with it, and this is what's left of a quarter of one, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets, I believe, which are all this thick, and I got this absolutely free from a building site. I just went to a building site one day and just happened to say, do you have a spare insulation board? And said, yeah, sure, just take one, which was amazing. They just cut it on site for me into nice like 2x4 sheets, and I had like 4 or 5 2x4 sheets of pink XPS foam, which is really good because it's the stuff that, it's not the stuff that's made with bubbles. This is really good quality insulation. And so yeah, price limit. What starting bits did I have? The very basics. I had, this wasn't the glue I had at the start, it was like a big tub. PVA glue, a huge bottle of PVA glue from a local arts and craft shop. I had a couple of sharp knives. I had the stationery and rulers, and I had a lot of official Citadel paints from when I used to like paint minis donkeys years ago, and I used to paint, paintings, nothing elaborate or super cool. So I had a lot of these just cheapo acrylic paints. My mum actually used to be into arts and craft, so my first glue gun was actually liberated from her because she wasn't using it anymore. And yeah, obviously I had some actual official Citadel paintbrushes, and I think that's all I had. Yeah, since obviously I had like the XPS foam because I've had that for years. I've always got cardboard lying around. I'm a bit of a hoarder. But yeah, essentially that's all I had to start with, and now I've just kind of amassed. Oh, modelling clay. I've had this for years and years and years as well. Luckily, with it being sealed in foil, it is still good, and that will last a long time. Ooh, it's heavy. So yeah, I didn't have a great deal at the start, just the very basics. What do I do for an income? I'm actually a carer for my brother, but I'm not, like, I don't care for other people. Like, I don't work for like a company that I don't get sent out to other people to care for them. So it's not like a full-time, well, it is a full-time job because I'm a live-in carer. We like share our family home. But yeah, anyone that's been a carer for the one person that doesn't do it as an actual job knows that it doesn't pay well. I'd probably not go into specifics because, quite frankly, I manage. I've always been thrifty and good at managing my money. But yeah, basically, how to put this? This isn't a complaint, by the way. This is just trying to explain my rough income without saying how much I earn. Okay, what? Say you've got a normal 40-hour job for a week. I'd probably get paid that plus maybe like a weekend's worth. So let's say I get paid for like someone would normally get paid for 7 days. That's what I get for the month. Favourite foods. I quite like spicy foods. Probably my favourite foods though, pizza. Gotta be pizza. It's just so easy. Especially when you just, ring up and order one in. But yeah, I really like spicy food. Sweet and sour chicken, probably my favourite. If I were a tree, what kind would I be? That was a rhyme, so well done for that. I don't know. Coconut. I don't know why, I just like the word coconut, I guess. Where do I store my minis? I am looking into getting a nice looking cabinet with perhaps glass doors so I can like display stuff, but I also want like somewhere I can store all the scenery I've made as well, because at the moment they're just kind of on various shelves about the place, and yeah, it looks kind of messy, so I'd like a big bookcase. But for the time being, I store my minis, more specifically the Age of Sigmar Mortal Realms minis, because really that's the only minis I collect and paint. At the moment, they're just on one of my spare DVD shelves in my bedroom. Okay, so that was all the questions. So thank you all for them. Thank you all for getting me to 100 subs. That is awesome. Don't forget, I do a picking, planning and shout out vid every Monday. I am also working on a special video where I just go through like the basics, like basic bits to have at the start, then like more essential bits, then useful but more expensive extras to have if you want to get into, scenery building and such. It's incredibly easy. And yeah, I was quite disappointed when I got my Mortal Realms magazine this morning. I thought I'd be, because I got 2 new paints with it, I thought I'd be like, yeah, paint some more minis, I can do that as I'm answering these questions. But no, it was just 2 extra paints to paint the mausoleum, but I haven't even built that. So I may build the mausoleum sometime. I don't know. Anyway, just let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to hit that sub and notification bell, and I will see you next time. Okay, guys. Don't forget, I am also on Twitter and Instagram. That's the best way to follow along with my progress of my builds and such. It's just budget scenery. So follow me on there. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye for now.